My name's Graham Bridge and I'm from the Runcorn Locks Restoration Society. I've got two great passions in life. One of them is music, which at present involves playing in a big band. And the other one is my narrowboat, which I sail around the country's canals. Right, this is my boat. It's a boat I've owned since 1988. It's my major source of holidays. It's my hobby. The boat's called Desiderata, and that stems from a poem. And the first line of the poem goes, "Go placidly amidst the noise and haste, and remember what peace there is in silence." My interest in canal boats and boating and canals in general really probably stems from when my dad, when I was about 15 or 16, bought a little boat, and we had that on the Bridgewater for a couple of years. Later on we went on the Norfolk Broads with bunches of friends, a great time had by all. People might describe me as a narrowboat nut if they weren't a narrowboater themselves, but as my friends have all got narrowboats, it's just a passion that takes hold of you, and if you enjoy doing it, I suppose people that perhaps would rather go and sun themselves in Spain rather than go to Stoke-on-Trent for the holidays, for instance, which I quite often do, but perhaps they don't know Stoke-on-Trent as well as I do, because there's some fabulous places in Stoke-on-Trent. My wife still works, so I tend to sort of have 2 or 3 weeks away on the boat. We keep in touch by email. I could even go on Skype and we could see each other. The first thing we need is one of these, which gives me Wi-Fi on board. This works by receiving a signal very similar to the signal you get for a mobile phone. It's called G3, and it gives access to the internet. From here, there's a little radio transmitter, so that I don't need a cable to connect to my computer. It's done with a little radio signal. So it's a way that I keep in touch, even though I'm away enjoying myself on my narrowboat. The canal here on the Bridgewater is like a linear village. I think of it like as a country cottage with an engine on. One of the things I use the computer for, and this is usually more at home in the winter when I'm planning my journeys for the summer, is I'll go on one of the canal planning sites. Right, the first thing we'll type is where we're starting from, which should be Waterloo Bridge. One of my plans was to do the northeast waterways again, as I've not done them for quite a few years. But I thought I'd head down into the Midlands first and visit Tamworth Motorboat Club. And then we had all the different places along the route that we'd like to call in at. And we're going to go and have a look at Foxton Locks. The famous flight of 10 locks at Foxton, which are quite a day out. There'll be a lot of people there walking up and down the locks watching the boats go through. It's quite a tourist attraction. And over the Pennines via Skipton, which will bring us almost home to Wigan. And then we put in our end point. And we'd like to have a nice relaxing trip, so we'll say 4 hours per day. And within a minute or so, a full itinerary comes back with all the distances between all the different points, a list of places to stop, and that gives me then an idea of where I'll be at any particular time during my trip to get public transport to come back home, which I do about once a fortnight. I would greatly miss a computer if I didn't have one on board. It means that I'm not isolated. It's very easy to find out everything about everything, and that's the marvellous thing about it. You don't need to wonder anymore, you just need to ask.